Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner once again. I know I'm a little behind on all the different mods that have been coming out for it, but this one caught my attention for sure. It's a ferry boat for the most part. It's an amphibious vehicle, quite large as you can see, and it has a forward ramp on it that you can bring all your trucks on board. We're gonna try to get these trucks on board and cross the river here in one of the early Michigan maps. And then behind there we have the little con in case we want to try to get that thing to, if it'll fit. I don't know. We're about to find out. So we go to functions and we go ahead and we can activate the ramp. And look at that, it falls down just like that. I don't know how it's going to be getting trucks up in and out of it. Haven't tried that yet, but we're about to find out, aren't we? All right, Caterpillar, let's see if we can get you up in there. I'm going to try reversing these trucks into it. We'll see how that goes. Hit the brakes a little bit. Happy Saturday to all of you. Hope your weekend is going well so far. Let's see how this goes. I didn't put the parking brake on the big guy. It's working, kind of. You have to be a little better than that. There we go. Straighten it on out. You have to kind of get a run at it, don't we? Now let's try all-wheel drive. That would probably help us here. Good Lord. There we go. All-wheel drive, baby. Straight on up. Oh, you got it. You got it. All right, we got one in here. Boom. All right, let's try another one. Doing the same thing here with the International. So we have fuel. Now, what I'm doing is I'm testing to see, because this little contraption here, this ferry boat, is going to be absolutely amazing if it works out perfectly for us here. Not enough room, but let's see if we can actually get this thing to tilt up. Hold the handbrake down. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and change trucks here back to the Bertha. And now we're gonna try to bring that up. Let's see if this works. Restore crane. Nope, didn't want to do that. I want to get the, oh, it's not letting us do it. Well, it probably helps if I started the engine on it. Activate the ramp, on up she goes. I don't know if it's gonna do it. I don't think so. Oh, it's trying though, isn't it? Okay, so we can only bring that truck in. It looks like a con with us, so let's do that instead. Having some trouble getting the con on board here. We might have to have an attack on this from the front. It did not want to reverse onto it at all. Just kind of stopped in its tracks here. Let's see if we got it this time. Nope, doesn't like it at all. You know what? I have an idea. I'm going to go ahead and use the winch off the cat up there to get us in a good position. Let's try that out. Have the handbrake on and I'm using the winch, and that is working out just splendid here. So we're not gonna embark here in the evening time. We're actually going to change it to the day, and then we'll be good to go from there. That's pretty much perfect right there. I think we're good on that. Release the winch there. Let's go ahead and change to that thing. Well, actually, we'll go ahead and kill the engine here in a minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and make sure, yep, handbrake's good on this one. Cool. Stop the engine on you, and then back over to the cats, and we'll stop the engine on you, and then change truck over to the Bertha. And now we can bring up everything once we start the engine here. There we go, and we will activate the ramp, and hopefully it'll actually work. Doesn't look like it wants to. There it goes. Look at that. We got it. All right. Well, now we wait for the next day, and we start our journey. It is the next day. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. I gotta say, it's driving pretty good on the roadway. So far, so good. It's pretty bouncy, but that's okay. And oh my, okay, we're gonna cross these rocks because I guess I haven't fixed this yet. So I don't know. We'll see how she does on rocks here. A good thing for science, right? Look at this. Oh, it is a beast. It is an absolute monster. Come on, baby. Using that winch to just get it right over the top there. But man, who needs to finish that mission, right? I know I already did that, but I think I'm on a different save game. That's probably why it's not there, but yeah. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, and that's a lot of damage. That's okay. Don't worry, folks. It's all part of the show. We'll be okay. Wow, this thing gets suspension damage very, very easy. You have to kind of watch for rocks in the roadway. I did not enjoy that in the slightest. I did want to say, how cool was that? Did you guys watch the launch? Blue Origin and Jeff Bezos and William Shatner and all that? That was actually really cool. And you know, it was kind of annoying that when all those people got back on Earth, they were all just like going crazy, popping champagne and all that. And William Shatner was like moved to tears, and he was just trying to have like a good powwow session with Bezos, telling him what he saw and all that stuff. And it's like, man, I mean, I get it. It would be an amazing experience and all that, but I really enjoyed what William Shatner had to say. My plan of action is to come across the dam here and then get into this water and then take it up and out into the actual bay. So we'll see how that works out. And sadly, it is way too wide for the dam, so that is not gonna work at all. And now we're kind of stuck, so I have to winch out of this mess. You know what? I'm gonna back it all the way down this hill right here. I just cleared out a bunch of trees that were in the way, and we're gonna have water access right here, so that's gonna work out just fine as long as we don't lose our vehicles that we have already here. All right, we need to get this thing turned around big time. After a little bit of Austin Powers there, we are good and free. So we're about to get into the water. We're gonna go easy. Easy, easy. Gotta put it into low is what they said to do, so we're gonna do that. There we go, and turn down into the water. And get those propellers in there as well. Look at that. We're actually about to set sail. Holy crap, and it's working just fine. That is pretty neat. I see some water down on the bottom there getting into our vehicle, but it's floating. Like, it's actually floating. Look at this. Wow. Let's change the time again. All right, time has been changed. You can see the actual current of the water is working here, and it was starting to turn us there to the left. So let's click out of here and see how well this is working out for us. But man, I mean, that's a game changer, to have a ferry boat like this that you can move heavy equipment back and forth. It just cuts the time down by a lot. You can see how they have this design. You see the tires in the back there poking through, and there's huge propellers down there as well. You see we're fighting the current here by quite a bit. It's pretty intense, the current right here. So, and look at how much it's listing actually. I'm trying to keep it away from the actual dam, and it's proven to be a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So we can't fight this current. We need to get out of the current here. So I'm going to actually come over here to the other side and kind of drive up and around, so we have a little bit of, traction here, because that is just crazy how strong this current is right here. Really hard to cross. So let's see how this thing does on beaching. We're almost to it. And you can see you can just, put the ramp down when you need to. You don't have to bring it all the way out of the water like this, but we're going to do it just to demonstrate what it's capable of doing. And it's pretty capable, I must say. I am more than pleased with this mod. This is pretty amazing stuff. Let's see how much better it is once we get around this current here, because it's creating problems for sure. You see on the back right there, you can see those propellers in the back and just how the whole thing works. So it's gonna be a much better spot right here, not as much of a current. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get all the way across over to that little spot, where the houses are over there, just on the other side of that rock. That is the idea, at least. So let's go ahead and put this thing into low and get it down here in the water. That's the horn on it. Wish it had a bigger horn, Here we go. Into the water we go. Looks like we're, oh man, that current is just something else. No, okay, it's much better on this side. Or maybe not. We're not even moving. That's how strong the current is. Wow, dude. Okay, well, we're gonna attempt this anyway. Now we're starting to make some progress. You can see the trees over there are actually starting to move. So once we got out of the rocky shelf there, it's been fine. But yeah, this is just a map that has a lot of current in the water. You can see we're fighting it pretty hard. It can also activate an anchor like that, so it won't move, which is really nice. I do like that for sure. Well, things are going much better now. Once we got away from that strong current, now you can see we're actually making some headway here towards the actual the little island up here. And we're starting to hit some more of the current there, but man, it is really tough. Now, for the hell of it, let's put it in auto just to see if that does anything different. It doesn't seem like it does. Seems like it's actually putting out more water in the back. But yeah, we're not going any faster, that's for certain. Back into low. Have to kind of move it around a little bit, but man, yeah, we're just still fighting that current. So we have to do something else here. We're gonna have to go ahead over here to land again and then go up and around. So what I plan to do is just kind of how you should do it, which is put in at one section of the river and then let it float you down to your destination. So that is what we're gonna try to do next. Okay, we made it up here on this bank, and you can see over there is where we want to go, that little village right there, right on top of the yellow. So we're going to put this thing in the water here and just go straight forward it, you know, forward, and see if this thing carries us all the way across now that we're gonna be using the current instead of fighting against it, you know. Although this looks like it's a much better current over here, honestly. We are going across no problem, so we can start turning it now towards our destination. And that's working out pretty good. When you're inside, you can really tell what speeds you're dealing with here. Yeah, we're moving across, no problem. Start a little turn to the left here, although I was wanting to go for that little flat area right up there where that opening is. That's where we're going to be taking these things to. A little cove right there. So yeah, once we got out of that heavy current that was pushing down into the actual dam, it's been much better. So a very capable vehicle. I mean, look at the speed we have now going across, and we get to take this wherever we want. So I mean, kudos to the author of this mod. I'll have it linked in the description below if you want to check it out for SnowRunner. It's pretty expensive. I think it was like 200 something thousand, or maybe 26,000. I don't remember how much it was. But it just shows up in your truck store and you buy it right there. So if you've been wanting to have a ferry boat, well, now we do have it. That's what that was. Okay. I was like, okay. So yeah, see, we get across here like this, and then we just put the ramp down and we're done. Like, we don't even have to drive all the way out and keep it down for the most part. I want to get better at this. So let's put it in auto. Reverse it. I want to try to get this ramp to work a little better than we have seen in the past, which was us just not doing it very well. The fact that it floats, you know, that's cool. All right, this way. There we go. Now we're kind of down in the water a bit more. Right there is where I wanted to be, about right there. So let's go ahead and put the anchor out. There we go. Anchor's good, and activate the ramp. Look at that. Now we can change trucks to the little Marshall. Start it on up. And we're good. Come on, buddy. Well, that anchor did not... Well, no, it's okay. Good thing we have a snorkel on this thing. So I can get a little closer to the land. That would be okay. But hey, we didn't lose it. I was like, oh man, this thing's going straight into that. That was not going to be good at all. But pretty cool to have that. I really, really like having it. And I will probably utilize that in my main game, honestly. Let's activate the ramp. Get it closed up again here. There we go. And now we're going to drive it forward, because this truck here was going to have issues no matter what getting into the water there. It wasn't as stout as, you know, the other one. Okay. All right, there. Handbrake on. Let's put the anchor down just in case. Activate that ramp. And now we can change into this truck. Start it on up. It got beat up a little bit along the way, but that was to be expected. And then just drive it, send it straight off like that. There you go. Pretty cool. I like that one a lot. Well, let me know what you thought of that mod in the comments below. I think that it can change, you know, a lot of how you explore these maps. I mean, this is an early map here. I'm on the wrong save game, obviously. I've done all of this already. But I mean, especially places like this where you have to do all that, you can really cut some corners by utilizing that. And it carries a bunch of fuel. It's slow, obviously, but does the job, that's for certain. All right, let's go ahead and kill the engine on this guy. That'll do it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Well, I don't have to say anything about finding the merch store. You guys have done it. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I truly appreciate it. And I have an awesome collab with another company coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Anywho, thank you. See you next time.